for checking them. Check it out now. Context, people, rarely acknowledged, but oftentimes it makes a hell of a difference, don't it? Now, here's the thing, man. I saw these quotes online and just seeing it in a vacuum without watching the video. I said, damn, what the fuck? Is this chick bipolar? What's going on with her? Now, if you guys don't know, Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj, they got some type of issue, some type of beef, right? We know that there was a Make Love record dropped by Gucci Mane and Nicki Minaj, which was seemingly taking shots at Remy. Remy slapped back with, of course, Sheether. Then she dropped another track called Another One. Now, here's the thing, because there's a quote, or there's quotes, right, that float around the internet where it's kind of phrasing the quote says, Remy regrets dissing Nicki Minaj. Now, for a lot of people, they're like, hey, listen, Remy said she regret dissing Nicki Minaj and would have liked to work with her instead, right? So it means Nicki actually won, right? Remy's now backpedaling. Now, first of all, let me read the quote and then let me give you the context, and also I'll give you the reference how you could check it out to see that I'm right. Now, number one, this is what she says. She says, and she's speaking about the record, she said, I don't really regret it, but I'm not particularly proud of it. I just think it's crazy the way people celebrate women attacking each other as opposed to working together. As women, sometimes we don't see the value of us working together. Now, here's the thing. Nobody and no publication that I've seen that printed this story mentioned the context of her answer. She was asked, listen, you said previously in another interview, right? And by the way, let me just frame this in the correct context and shout out to these ladies because it's two women, they're on a podcast, and it's another woman, Remy Ma. So it's kind of like an all-female thing. They're kind of even talking throughout the entire podcast because I watch all like an hour of it, right? It's like an hour and some change. They're talking about not only female empowerment, being independent, also being a strong woman, also balancing life and also work. So it's all about women, okay? So they get to the point where they're talking about the beef, and they're saying to her, all right, yo, listen, given what you've said in the past, because Remy did say that when she got out of jail, supposedly she talked to Nicki and they had an understanding that, like, hey, since I'm back, they're going to pit us against each other, which is what everybody wants to see. But if we don't have a problem, we don't have to do that. Now, the fact that y'all are actually beefing, what do you think about that? So Remy's actually responding to that. Remy's responding to, why, if you guys are trying to be united, are you guys now beefing? So she's like saying, in an obvious manner, in trying not to be bitter. If she says, nah, fuck that bitch, she seems like a bitter woman. If she says, hey, listen, these things arise, people gas them up, I have to respond just because that's the craft, and of course, that's the nature of my work. And to be honest, it would be the same effect if I just had to work with her. She's not copping a plea. She's answering the question, which is framed in the context of women empowerment. They're asking her about a diss song that she basically dropped, and she admitted tearing apart another chick, and they're saying, damn, why did you do that after the fact that you and her spoke before, basically predicting the future that people said you guys would eventually be beefing? And accordingly, she's actually answering the question, okay? So again, and you guys can go check it. I believe it's on Facebook. It's called Another Round, okay? Another Round in Conversation with Remy Ma. You guys can search it up. You can watch the whole thing. It's around like the 43rd minute. You guys could actually see it. However, it just goes to show that outlets, when they're putting out shit, because again, I'm not too sure if you guys are keeping up with the beef. It's pretty much almost over, even though Nicki's supposedly dropping the track tonight with Drake and Lil Wayne. Apparently, it looks like it might be over, okay? Nicki just not responding. But as far as people saying that Remy Ma is backpedaling out the beef, or saying that she would have just rather to get a verse or a song with Nicki, so that's why she dissed, that's completely incorrect, okay? And not only is it incorrect, that's actually redefining the narrative of what it actually is or what she actually meant. Clearly, they're going by what they see printed, and they're not looking at the original source. And the people who are printing it, they're just going off of it just to get a story. Because if you watch it in context, I don't see how these motherfuckers actually come to that conclusion. Okay? Basically, she is saying she's down with women empowerment. She had to do what she had to do. And also, basically, the same thing or the same energy or buzz that was gotten by them beefing, she thought if she worked together with her, they could have done the same. Again, the context of the entire podcast is women empowerment. So she can't be on that platform on some, nah, fuck that bitch. That's basically what it is, okay? Now, I will say there's one contradicting thing about it. If you watch the entire interview, there's one contradicting thing she did say, is that once she dropped Sheether, she didn't give a fuck about a response. That's what she said. Now, that's clearly incorrect because she dropped another diss song called Another One, basically clowning Nicki for not responding in 4 days, right? So if you didn't care about the response, why would you drop a second diss song basically clowning your opponent or clowning the person you dissed in the first place for not responding in a timely manner? So again, there's a little bit of hypocrisy on it. However, for everybody who's saying that Remy Ma is backing out the beef or she's apologizing for what happened or she's just like ashamed by it, no, the context matters in this situation. And when you listen to the context, she does not come across like she's just trying to say, I'm so sorry for dissing her. She's saying it's crazy how people hyped up a beef and hyped up a record when also we could have worked together and probably also got the same hype, okay? It's some women empowerment shit, okay? Get in the comments, make sure you guys like them and subscribe. The context matters in a lot of situations. A lot of times when you hear things, it sounds crazy. You got to go check out the original article, the original source, because if you read something, it might be different than what it comes across sounding like if you hear the audio. And also, you never know what question was asked to prompt that response. The question was asked, as I said, listen, given the fact that you're about uplifting each other and, of course, you want to build with other women, what you previously said, you and Nicki should not get into a beef, and you guys said you talked. Why are now you guys beefing? So she can be on some shit like, yo, fuck that bitch, man. You come across bitter. So yeah, you guys check that out if you want to, but I'm letting you guys know that Remy Ma wasn't backpedaling. She wasn't backtracking and nothing like that. Again, the context matters. The context was women empowerment, and for that, you can't be on some hyper-aggressive, like, fuck that whole shit. Get in the comments, make sure you guys like, subscribe to Akademiks. I'm out.